So quick lore recap, right? We have been talking about a World of Warcraft or Warcraft anime for years. When was it? Warcraft movie. The freaking movie came out in 2016. I liked it. I thought it was alright. I thought it was a pretty decent movie. But it came out, and they just stopped. Like, they never produced anything to do with Warcraft in terms of like an actual production, ever. We've gotten, like, the amazing cinematics and stuff, which we can look at in a second as well, but nothing, like, actually formal. And then a couple days ago, we saw this. This looks like an anime. What's it called? Castlevania? I think that's its name. The anime, right? The Netflix one. And I was incredibly excited. I thought they might be doing a series. They released a cinematic. A 5-minute cinematic. Which might be indicative of something more. We'll look at it. What's the box office numbers? It did decent. It didn't do, like, really good, but it did decent. And I think the reason why it did decent is because they didn't adapt the story people actually want to see. They adapted something that most WoW players don't even know of. They went, like, way, way back to, like, the opening of the portal and stuff. I think what they should have done is done Arthas' story. I think if they did Arthas' story, everyone would be seated. It would be the best fantasy movie after Lord of the Rings. I don't think it would be better than Lord of the Rings, because of course it wouldn't be. It's Lord of the Rings. But I think if they did Arthas' story, it would have been so good. It would have been so good. Let's watch this, though. Let's watch it. Alaria is a Giga-chan. Also, side note, you have no idea how much this thing bothers me. I'm just gonna stop right away. This is this new trend of putting, like, a teaser for the thing you're about to watch before the thing you're about to watch. It is obnoxious. Stop doing it.
When we are young, we are taught to revere the light. But when I turn to it, I see only fire. The fire of pain, of loss, the choices I made. Quel'Thalas, home. Until the Horde threatened everything.
This is the
My
Warcraft we
family
know.
was sworn to protect it. And
Hell yeah.
protect it we did.
It's my only reaction to that, just hell yeah.
When Sylvanas and I fought together, we fought as one. But the conflict here was growing, pulling my sister and I apart.
I see what you did there. You broke the bridge. Very clever.
How can you leave? You will choose the Alliance over Quel'Thalas, our home.
It's not just our kingdom.
My favorite thing about this is that they actually made, like, the ear holes.
Others will fall. I have to go.
But you're abandoning your family.
I am doing this for our family. I lost a sister that day. Had I known that my actions would curse Sylvanas to her fate, but I have chosen differently. I left my home to fight this war to the end. I had no idea how far away that fight would take me.
I forgot their son's name.
Yet
What's his name?
despite the war, I found my life's true love, Turalyon.
There he is.
And together we fought side by side.
There's a really,
until
really good
we
audiobook about
became
this.
Three. But beyond the
It's
boundaries
like 1,000
of our
years of
world,
war.
our enemies grew powerful.
You can make your stand here. Why risk marching into the unknown?
Our only choice is to take the fight to them before it's too late. Should we not succeed,
I will keep him safe. Just come back.
We'll return before you know it, Koroto.
Arator, that's the one. The son of shadow and
had I
light.
known that I would not see my son again until he was a man himself, would I have still left?
Turalyon looks like such a
I had given
Giga-chan.
everything for this fight. The only thing left to give
Hell yeah.
was myself. There was no other way.
Oh, I love how chunky the sword
In
feels.
order to defeat the darkness,
Is she gonna go?
I had to embrace it.
Oh, she's popping the void form, yep.
So embrace it, I did.
Oh, that's cool.
But at what cost? Terrellian, who had known me, loved me, fought beside me, now saw me differently.
What have you done?
The shadow, it saved us.
No. I would rather have died than see you fall to evil.
Terrellian didn't understand, but I could not fault him.
We need to see a story
If I had
exploring
known
like
that
the
embracing the shadow would push him away, would I have sought another path?
I love the way they're doing it. Like she's just sitting at the campfire and recounting the story.
All of the things I did,
Oh, she's locking
I
in.
did for a reason.
She's locking in. She's putting on the new transmog for the new expansion. She's locked in.
War is sacrifice.
She's
And I
got the
have
new transmog. Look at her.
everything to protect those I love. To keep them safe. And if it takes sacrificing myself to protect our world, I will not hesitate.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm a soldier of Azeroth.
They cooked with this. They cooked with this. They cooked with this. They cooked with this. What I was going to say here, they need to do a story, and they kind of started to do this with they kind of a rejection of the gift. This is this. So basically, what's going on here? They need to do this ASAP. Basically in WoW, like Void has usually been the bad thing, Light has usually been the good thing, right? But in essence, both of them are just fundamental forces trying to keep each other in check, right? And one of my favorite things in fantasy is when you spin something like the Light to be overzealous, right? So sure, it is supposed to be good and it's supposed to be order, but too much order is bad. And we saw that with Illidan, right? So she wanted to, the Naru. So this is like a freaking primordial spirit. She wanted to reforge Illidan into like a light boy. And bro...
Take! The light will heal your scars.
Watch this.
I am my scars! The light is your destiny. My destiny is my own!
This was peak fiction. This is what we need.
You've doomed us all! Betrayer! Your faith has blinded you. There can
there
be
it
no
is.
chosen one. Only we can save ourselves.
Now that was peak fiction. I love this. Oh my god. Take me back. Take me back. Legion was so good. I really think they should explore this side of the light also being like not good. Because obviously the void is basically like old god stuff, right? It's usually how you would see that portrayed. It's like eldritch powers that you probably... Well, it's actually above old gods. It's even worse than old gods. But they cooked with this. They cooked with this. I love this cinematic. I hope this is an indication of them doing more. Because they haven't really used this kind of art style. So maybe this is them testing the waters. I love the fact that she just takes off all of her armor and then just puts on new transmog. That's my favorite thing in this entire cinematic. This entire cinematic is freaking Ilaria picking her transmog. And this, to me, if we got one for Ilaria, are we going to get one for Terrellian? Terrellian was focused on a bunch more in Legion, so maybe not. Legion was the best thing since Wrath, and it's been downhill from there. I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think, and this might be blasphemous. I think Battle for Azeroth had a bunch of stories that were really, really good. I think like one Someday was peak fiction, and it had a few good moments in the war campaign too. Shadowlands was Shadowlands, and Dragonflight was kind of I mean, it's all right. Dragonflight is like the most. It's literally just the it's all right, and that's it. I have nothing more to say. It's just it's all right. That's it. I think like Dragonflight lacked urgency because the moment Legion started, it was go go go, and when we got to freaking Argus, oh my god, Argus. That's why like when I saw this, I was like, hell yeah, take me back.
There was no other way.
And listen to the sword, it's so chunky.
Left to give was myself. There was no other way.
All of those hits are just so like, it's so bassy and so full. I love it. I love it. I'd like one short series on Thessarian, or however you spell his name. I don't know how you spell his name. I want a proper story about Arthas. I don't want a lore video. I just want them to turn Arthas's entire story from like the burning of Stratholme and everything. Arthas's entire story into a proper show. That's what I want. Go from Arthas being a prince to everything that happened in Stratholme to how he became Arthas. All of it. All of it. I want to see all of it. And dramatize it. Make it interesting. The burning of Stratholme needs to be this question of, like, he's gonna burn this entire thing. Is he evil, or is he trying to do good? We need to explore all of those nooks and crannies that you just can't explore in a game. That's what I want. I think if they do an Arthas story, it's gonna be printing money. Because I think most people who have dropped off of WoW, if you literally, like, let's be real, you show a WoW player who was dropped off of WoW this.
Child, I watched with pride as you grew into a weapon of righteousness.
There it is. You show them this, and you want to tell me they're not going to be back? They're going to be back, and they're going to be asking for seconds. Oh my god. That's what they need to do. Because I think this cinematic has the vibe. This cinematic right here, the way they're setting it up, it has the vibe. It has the Legion vibe of, we know this is going to be war. This is going to be bad, and we are locked in. I think it's that urgency that WoW desperately needs. And I think with Xal'atath, they're doing a good job of setting it up. The previous Xal'atath trailer, this like Xal'atath meddling in everything, right? Like here at the end. This is also like really, really good. This has the vibe for me. If they do this right, this could be really, really good. This is one where I'm like, please make this into a thing. Please, Blizzard, we need an animated series. Yes. No, don't start with the first war. Most people don't care about the first war. I would love to, but most people don't care about the first war. I can guarantee you. Start with Arthas, get people engaged, then go back if you want to. Do not start with the first war. Most people don't care. Most people don't know anything about it. Don't. Other than that, based. Illidan watching be like, she is now prepared. When are we gonna go get Illidan? Because he's still chilling, right? He's probably just still poking Sargeras. Blizzard, if there are any smart people left in the company, turn this into an animated series. That void part really makes the audio drama come to life. The freaking audio drama they did is genuinely like one of the best things they've done in so many years. 1,000 Years of War. This is so good. This right here. I think it had 3 parts. This was so good. They cooked so hard with this. Man, you have no idea. Like, I really hope that War Within brings me back. I really do. Because I haven't been particularly excited about WoW in a long time. And I really like WoW. I do. I think WoW's great. It just hasn't really been something that interests me a lot. Maybe that's gonna change. The main reason they should do this is that the only talent left of the company are people in charge of animation, cinematic, and audio. Blizzard's animation team, I'm gonna say it. Blizzard's animation team is probably some of the best people in the industry, period. And I mean that everywhere. I mean that in Japan. I mean that in the West. I mean everywhere. The people they have over there are insane. Because, like, even if you look at this, the compositing that was on this video was insane.
What threatened everything? My family was sworn to protect...
Everything from the compositing to, like, the keyframes to everything, it's so refined. They just need better writers and management. I don't even think the problem is writers. I don't. I think the problem with WoW's story right now is not that it's bad writing. I think it is writing that just does not fit Blizzard. Not Blizzard, World of Warcraft. I think that's the problem. I think a game like WoW is not built for intricate personal narratives. It is not. It needs urgency. It needs an obvious big bad. It needs to get the player hyped up. I'm sorry. You can tell me about, like... I don't know, like, freaking, Alaria is always tied in with the Void and also that, so that doesn't really matter. Like, WoW can tell very, very small personal narratives occasionally, but most people will not care about them. That is just a fact of how the game works, because telling a story in World of Warcraft will involve basic questing. Basic questing, as we've talked about with every single new MMO, is outdated. People don't sit around and read quest text. Lore nerds will go and watch Noble's videos. That's why Noble exists, or Noble. I don't know how, I still don't know how you pronounce his name. But you're just gonna watch a lore video, right? For most people, small-scale stories don't matter. You need something that is big, it is bombastic, and it is insane. Just like this. You freaking see this dude? You're gonna fight him. When the Legion Infernals land in the battlefield. Exactly, right? And that's why I think the Dragonflight cinematic, regardless of how beautiful it is, there is no urgency in it. Right? Like, Stony Tony, he's cool, but what is he doing? Stony Tony's a friend. So he's climbing this thing, he activates this thing, and a dragon saves him. There is, like, no urgency. It's beautiful, of course it is. But it doesn't have, like, that sense of, let's go. You know? It's missing a flair. Whereas all the really, really good ones, like the Legion announcement trailer.
Be willing to fight.
Look at this.
For Azeroth!
This is what you want. This is what you want. You want to watch it and you're just like, yes, I'll be there on the freaking beaches with you. Let's go. Man, I love WoW. I just wish it was good. I just wish it was good. In a way, I think Shadowlands actually did have that flair. I think it did. I think Shattering the Skies was an incredibly powerful moment that just went nowhere. I think if Shadowlands was better written, people would think it's one of the best expansions. Because I think the premise of Shadowlands was incredible. Flashback to the daily quest on that damn beach. You don't even need to think about quest rewards on the Broken Shore. You just need to think about the fact that Varian was disenchanted. Varian was literally disenchanted in the opening bit of the entire expansion. Like, straight up. Bro got turned. What was the Legion enchanting thing? I don't think it was like arcane dust. It was something else. I don't remember what it was, but Varian got disenchanted. Alright, that's enough WoW talk, I promise. I promise. I'm gonna stop talking about WoW.